Welcome to the webinar of AI technology enhanced learning. And today it's my honor to have a famous guest speaker, Professor Hasnain Zafar Baloch of International Medical University of Malaysia. Professor Zafar Baloch has more than 25 years hands-on experience in training, designing, development, and implementing e-learning for higher education. He has a passion for new technologies, social collaboration strategies, and the impact they have on learning. He has done research in several key e-learning, mobile, collaborative learning, open and distance learning areas. His specialty are international design, classroom training, video training, web-based training, e-learning, quick reference guides, classroom curriculum, e-learning development, gamification, LMS admission, mobile collaboration, blended learning activities, performance management, competency framework, project management, teaching with technology, technological content development, training tips, soft support, digital learning consultant, and development curriculum. Online learning strategy, project management, team building, and technical resource manager. I am also Mandana Shirazi, professor of medical education department and also educational development center at Tehran University of Medical Sciences. And it's my honor to be the chair of this meeting. We are eagerly waiting for your speech, Professor Hasnain. Please start your speech. We are waiting for your speech. Thank you.
Sure, Dr. Shirazi. And it's actually my pleasure. And I would like to thank Tehran University of Medical Sciences for giving me this opportunity to share a topic which is high in demand. Everybody is talking about AI. So let me share my screen. And Jess, I want you to thumbs up if you could see my slides.
Yes, we could.
Okay, that's great. So the topic of my webinar is AI technology enhanced learning. So we have technology enhanced learning in the past, and we could actually focus more on learning. I would always remind myself and all of us, focus on learning. Technology is the last thing, okay? Because technology may come and go. So our focus should be on learning, how we could enhance learning, okay? So let's move on. Let's feel free to use your chat if you want to ask anything, because I can see on my right, I have a separate monitor, so I will keep an eye on your chat. Okay, so this around 2 hours, what I will be covering, first of all, the introduction. What is this AI all about? And then the differentiation between artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning, and generative AI or Gen AI. That's a new area or domain inside natural language processing and artificial intelligence, okay? And then the last or second half of this webinar, I would be sharing some applications. And lately, Google also jump in, and it's coming up very strong competition between these big companies. So they are releasing new products using large language models. And then I will have actually at the end proper Q&A sessions, but feel free to post any questions in the chat, and if time permits, I will address them while I'm covering my topics. Okay. All clear so far? Right? Just thumbs up or say
Yes, it
yes in the
is.
chat.
Yes, it
Okay, good,
is.
good, good. Okay, to let you know, most of these, all of these images I have generated using AI-enabled application. So if you look at the extreme right image, it's traditional. There are a lot of paper. So only thing is like monitor is facing to us, or I don't know why it's like that. Then I regenerated the prompt. So if you really want to use to the maximum of all these AI-enabled technologies, generating a prompt, a challenging prompt is very, very critical and very important. So what I did, I regenerate the prompt and it showed me something like extreme left. And then I just added one word, wearable computing, and the middle image AI software generated. And if you notice, they have actually tablet. So this is what addition. So it's highly depend on your prompt, how nicely you can prompt these softwares, the best result you could achieve. Okay. Any question, anything? All clear, right? Okay, cool. So let's move on. Next slide. How many of you could recall this? Let's see. What is this? Maybe you can put in the chat, or you can unmute and tell me what these pictures show. Anyone? Can you decode this image? Okay, so it seems it's not clear, right? First of all, it's a black and white image, right? Very old image. And this is image in the past. Oh, anatomy class. Yes. Looking surgery. Yes. Great, great. Yeah. So you're right. All what you're saying is right. A classic usage of simulation. Yes, very good. This is what in the past we used to teach our medical students. So maybe on top here, all our students in the balcony. And then at the bottom, experts are doing some treatment. So that's how we teach, like apprenticeship, and all this environment to me is a tool. Okay, thanks for the feedback. And this is maybe, could you tell me the year? What would be the year when we used to teach our students in this format or in this environment? Maybe, yeah, 1950s, yeah, 1940s. So that was the time when our classrooms were like this. Let me fast forward, okay? Good. This is how, and I think very rightly pointed out, someone actually, yeah, Karbasi, right? That's the name, usage of simulation. So we are using simulated environment, right? Sorry. Yeah. So here we have mannequin, a model, which is equipped with application like computers there. You could feed in the different scenarios, and this mannequin or model could actually uh, react or act like that kind of simulated patient. So this is how I think nowadays some of our institutions, they are using this kind of high fidelity models or mannequins, and you could program them to come up with certain scenarios. Let's move on. Now here, what I did, I asked the same prompt as you have highlighted. I said, I just use one of the software, and the second part, I will share that software. I said, I want to learn human anatomy using virtual reality concept. So this is what image generated by that software. Okay. Sometime using these artificial intelligence applications, things or result may be very, very different. So you need to readjust your prompt. You need to bring the real context to your prompt. Then only application could tell us or dig appropriate content for us. Now, immersive learning is another area where AI, artificial intelligence enabled applications are producing very good result. And at my university, at International Medical University, we are coming up with like immersive learning concept with help of AI. We come up with the under forensic crime scene investigation. Everything is virtual. It's in a 3D format. And we ask AI-enabled applications to write scripts for us and even modify certain images, We use those applications, and I will be sharing all these applications. So combination of these applications, you could produce a very good immersive learning environment for learners. Okay. Now, current trends in AI, technology enhanced learning, increased personalization. So that is one of the trend where we could increase the personalization because of profiling and modifying the content according to a particular student or learner. Excuse me. We can build virtual patients. We have applications creating an avatar, and you feed in 10 years, 15 years, or 5 years of patient history taking data, dialogue between expert doctors and a patient, feed into these applications. Then you can pick the scenario that I want a person with a severe cough, age 40 years, male, and whatever condition you want. And that virtual patient will act accordingly. We can do adaptive learning and assessment using AI. Okay, chat-based learning. So if you notice a lot of airlines websites or a lot of institutions, you go to the website, within few seconds, there will be a chat box pop up and they will start asking you how I can help you. Most of the cases, more than 90%, these chat message replies are by artificial intelligence chatbot. Okay, so we can implement the same concept, and I have tried in my institution here. In our LMS, we have AI-enabled generative chatbot, okay, generative AI chatbot. And that chatbot will focus on forums, frequently asked questions of past year. And then if you ask a question, new cohort ask questions, or any learner from the new cohort, this chatbot will able to answer. It could actually go and mine the data, search the data from all the past year questions asked by the learners and what was the response by the teachers or facilitators. This chatbot could actually fetch, can dig, can discover and write in a text form, or nowadays even they have voice enabled also. Augmented textbooks, that's very interesting idea, where you can give, you need to work with publishers. Publishers should give access to the text of the textbook, feed into AI enable generative AI enable applications, and they can summarize the textbook into voice form or even into a video form. Okay, they can create an avatar of the author, and it will be like, author is speaking, and summarizing the text. So that's how you could augment, like putting a QR code on top of a textbook, scan using that QR code using any app, and suddenly author will pop up in your phone and summarize the textbook. Game-based learning, that's very popular. Most of current trends when it comes to AI-enabled technology enhanced learning, game-based learning, where we could use artificial intelligence and, gamify our learning. Okay, so these are some of the latest trends which we could observe. Okay, any question from the previous slide? From this slide,
No
anything?
question. Thank you very much.
Yeah. So now, can you try scan this and see whether you can take part in this poll? If you don't have this QR code scanner, just type in slido.com. Let's see if you can access this poll. If you could not access poll, then use our chat in the Zoom and reply the question like, tell me what is the current state of technology enhanced learning at your institution. Some of the examples I already actually shared, Yeah, you can use chat and reply. Only LMS. That's okay. LMS is a great platform if you really use the features of learning management system. Thanks, Dr. Sinha. Yes. Anyone else? Please feel free to share. What is the current state of your technology enhanced learning? Don't underestimate LMS. LMS is very powerful. Animated games. Wow, that's great. Amazing. So when you're using animated games, let me tell you, I will be sharing some of the tools you could use. You could design animation, very easy. Okay, let me just make note if I miss out. Okay, simulators. Yes, that's good. Yeah, AI could assist you in, acting or creating scenarios. Yeah, learning management system. Okay, that's great. Just give you a few more seconds to reply. Yeah, you could even use, gamification is there. Yes, perfect. Okay, great. So very good. I mean, if you have learning management systems, so just I give you some example, like you can use generative AI chatbot plug into your learning management system, and that could act as a tutor. So after office hour, let that AI chatbot answers the queries to the learners. And then later on, you could see, and you could even fine tune, you could enhance that AI-enabled application or chatbot if somehow it's not up to the mark. But most of these AI chatbots, if it's fed to huge data, accurate data, they could answer, they could replace some part of our, question and answer, like in forums, Okay, thanks for interacting in the poll. Let me quickly go through. Most of us now very familiar with AI, okay? AI stands for artificial intelligence. And inside AI would be a bigger circle, if you look at them in the middle. And we have a machine learning, ML, which is where we build algorithms which can learn on their own, okay? And then we have deep learning. So I'm making it very simple, like layman terms, non-technical terms. So deep learning is a specialized algorithm like machine learning, but they are expert in certain domains or certain set of data, and they could even identify, for example, you have a machine learning algorithm, it can identify, dogs and cats and animals, right? And there are only 4 categories which you train, but suddenly you use deep learning, it could even extract more features, more complex problems can be solved using deep learning, okay? So machine learning is subfield of AI, okay? And deep learning is subfield or subpart of machine learning. Okay, this is how it works. We have supervised learning and unsupervised learning. So when I'm talking about supervised learning, so it means experts are there and they are observing how your model or algorithm actually works by feeding in data. And here I just use one simple set of data. So it may be a text. X is just a text. So it only takes text as input, apply using certain model, and then it could categorize. I'm just giving you simple. So Y is again a text, and it will compare how it is relate to expected outcomes. So this is where you have a training data set. So what is the difference? If there is an error, then you have to readjust your model, modify the algorithm until unless you receive or you achieve the required expected outcome. Once you achieve, you fix that algorithm. You don't change. This is what supervised learning, the simple process are. Now, in unsupervised learning, you have a data like text, you have model. So maybe you can use the model just now in supervised learning and make it unsupervised learning. And the same model will generate some examples or outputs. Most of the time, unsupervised learning, they will learn on their own. They will modify and fine-tune the model on its own. Okay, but the training is based on experts' input and feedback. Okay. Now, deep learning uses artificial neural networks. This is how human works. This is how we learn. You know, how many of you knows or recall who taught you to button your shirt? You know, who taught you to chew food? I cannot recall. Maybe it's how we learn during the childhood. Maybe our mother taught us uh, when we were not even conscious, you know, like we can't even recall. But or we observe, sometimes we see by our eyes, we learn. So same ways, we develop algorithms, they learn as we process, progress, allowing them to process more complex patterns than traditional machine learning. So this is the difference between machine learning and deep learning. Deep learning, we allow them to process complex patterns. So when we are talking about patterns, it's a huge data. So we could extract patterns of, like, for example, 10 years of past data. Those students who score A, what were their patterns? You know, they may be spending 3 hours in a library. I'm just giving, it's not exact numbers, you know, I'm just telling you what would be the pattern. Maybe submitting assignments on time, or they are actually doing simulation or PBLs very regularly. That could be a pattern. 10 years of data, you could extract pattern, and that's how you could use this algorithm to predict. Okay. Now, here, generative AI is subset of deep learning. And most of the applications nowadays relates to large language model is actually generative AI. Now, what is generative AI? Generative AI is actually based on the input you have given. The algorithm will try to get answers from large language model. Okay, so this is what we mean by generative AI. Now, large language model is also subset of deep learning. So you see how we narrow down. Large language model is like uh, all words in a particular language, which is very impossible, you know, to have conclude. But most of the word, like 99% of words used in a particular language, fed into that model, and that model will try to check statistically percentage. What is the percentage of one word coming next before certain words? So based on that data and how we construct the sentence, like how we construct, how I'm doing now. I have thoughts in my mind, I'm thinking. So initially I may be thinking in my native language, and then I will try to translate Same way we try in large language model, we have words, we have sentences. So when you type in your prompt, it try to matches those words in the large language model and try to highest probability of this matching, it will actually extract the data and then present in a natural language. So that's why it excites us. Every time we interact with these generative AI applications, it gives us a different types or different results, and it's very close to like you are talking to a human, you're talking to your friend, you're talking to a teacher or facilitator. So this is where the strength is. Because sometimes even if you ask me to recall in my grade 3 who was sitting next to me, I may not be able to recall. But if that data is fed into these models, these applications, they will be always accurate because they are just going because of the processing of our computer processing is high speed. They are very fast. They will go in, they scan, they will fetch the data. In grade 3, Hassan was sitting next to who in my class. They can recall if I have fed in. So this is where you need huge amount of data to work, to let these models work perfectly. Okay. Hope is clear, right? So this is where nowadays we have like, just giving an example, like you have a data, you have a labels, and you have a predicted machine learning models. Output will be that they label certain types of data. So this is, and then at the bottom, we have unstructured content. Like sometime nowadays, even we have a multi-model where it will accept any types of input. Even you have a text or you have an image, you can open your phone camera or any camera that would consider as an input, and it will go use that model and extract something, and it comes up with new content. So this is how the machine learning works at the back. Hope is clear now. I just give you some examples here, like number, class, category, or probability. And then here you can give an input like a text, a prompt. I want an image to be generated of a doctor doing a surgery. So I will show you some examples of the applications, which if you write very good detailed prompt, it could generate very nice images. And even it could generate videos or code. And just to tell you, one of my colleagues here at IMU, we have an issue. We need to migrate huge video files from one platform to another platform. And when we migrated, I'm talking about few thousands videos. So every video belongs to certain folders, certain stuff. So when we migrated, it generated their own code. So very hard to rename all these few thousand folders. We use generative AI applications, and my colleague don't know anything about code. I mean, he knows coding, but he's not into that particular language. So what he did, he submit the prompt, and that application gave us a code, a script. When we run that script, it renamed all those few thousand folders according to particular names, because we have another Excel file where we have code next to different faculty names. So this is what I'm telling you, even it can generate code. I'm just reading one of the chat from Dr. Muhammad Naveed Akhtar. As medical educationist, should I learn to formulate these algorithms first and then okay, it all depends on you. If you are interested in learning and modifying these algorithms, yes, you need to know. But most of the cases, as a user, as a medical educationist, you no need to really formulate models or algorithms. You just need to know how these models works. You just use. And there are a lot of models available. But it's all up to your interests. As a medical educationist, you no need to formulate. But if you are interested in, I would suggest you can formulate better than computer scientists or artificial intelligence expert, because they are very good in technicalities, but they lack the context. As a medical educationist, you will know the real context. You will know the real terminology. So I would say a collaborative effort would be even better. Okay, or you if you could not find any AI expert, let medical educationists work with artificial intelligence application. Combine these two, you could get very good results. Okay, that's good. Thanks. Feel free to ask anything in the chat. Make it more interactive. And yeah, so this unstructured content could be in a natural language processing, so you can write in your own language. And let me tell you, I don't want to name any particular application, because I have to do a disclaimer. I'm not getting any share of promoting this. I use these applications, and if I found any good application, I would actually, share with my audiences. So natural language processing, the latest model version of one of the application, it can recognize your native language. You could try. Like you can speak Arabic, or you can speak Persian, you can speak Punjabi. It could recognize and give you what applications do you recommend. Okay. Applications part, just hold on. I'm coming after just few slides. I will be sharing a lot of applications. Don't worry. So natural language processing, and it can actually generate different types of, you can write a poem, and ask these applications to generate images relates to that poem. Or you can share an image as an input and ask these algorithms to write a poem. And amazing results, if you could write very nice prompt, amazing. So with all due respects to all poets, I know in Persian there's a lot of big names when it comes to poetry. Amazing the way these algorithms work. Amazing. So like now you can write poem in a few minutes, but condition is you should write very accurate prompt. Okay, so hope this is clear. Now just sharing with you some of the daily life applications. A lot of us, when we go out, we use uh, GPS applications, like driving a car. And if you want to go, sorry, could the answer of Mrs. Akhtar's question be learning prompt engineering? Sorry, I could not get the learning prompt engineering. Yes, it's actually highly paid professions nowadays. And this is where you could learn how to prompt algorithm. So if you are able to write good prompts, you could get very good results, right? Okay. So I was telling about real life applications in daily usage. So before I travel to any destination, I will plug into my GPS and I will ask, I want to go. And most of the cases, surprisingly, we didn't even pay attention, but most of these during weekdays, my GPS early in the morning when I will on, the first destination will show my university, because it learns, it picks up at this time every day I'm traveling where, and it will show me the shortest distance. And sometimes I ignore that and I will stuck in jam, because this is how they get in real life data, and they try to predict and guide me. Okay. Yes. Then we have a lot of games. A lot of these games, last time people versus people. Now a person versus AI-enabled application. So it's not a real person, it's artificial intelligence. Your smartphones, nowadays there are applications in the cameras which can recognize who you are. So during COVID, in my university, there was cameras which can scan my face, check, test, identify who am I, and immediately, even though I was wearing mask, and check the temperature. So if my temperature is higher, they will not open the door. So that's how it works, like image processing and image recognition, okay? Good. There's a lot of discussion going on. I will come back to you all. Okay. Yes. Good. In banking sectors, in transactions, so if you are using debit card or credit card, so it detects what kind of transactions you're doing. If anything you buy, you never bought before, they will verify with you. And my own personal opinion, no application without artificial intelligence component inside will not survive. So this is what most of the applications, even you use Gmail, you type in, automatically it will start giving you words, So they are using some sort of intelligence, but yet to reach to level of a human. Okay, let's move on. Yeah, so this is another poll. I want you to scan and share your own individual thoughts and share your experiences, like for what purpose you are going to use AI applications when it comes to teaching and learning. So once again, you can scan this QR code or type in Slido, or you can use in the chat and reply. Yes. I totally agree with Dr. Naveed. You mentioned, and I will share my own experience in my own institution. We have prepared the discussion is going on about teaching AI at different levels. So we even started at foundation level. So one compulsory module, thanks to our senior management vision. Last year, they given us a task, so we have prepared a self-directed learning module for all foundation students, and gradually we will roll to all other schools. So it's a 4-module about, I would say, not more than 40 hours, 1 credit hours, like spending time, but smarter students can finish even less than that time. Okay, yes, let's see. Share your experiences, how you're going to use AI applications for teaching and learning. Yeah, data analysis, yes. Chatbot, yeah. So you can create a chatbot. Yes, very powerful application of artificial intelligence. So chatbot can act, act as a tutor, answering certain questions. Create and revise questions, yeah. But make sure if you are using high-stake questions or assessment and you use these questions in that, make sure you use paid version of these applications, because anything you shared on these applications will have access to the students. Yeah, you can create assessments. I will be sharing some of the tools. Yeah, that's good. Yes, anything else? How you can use AI? My students are using AI more than us. Yeah. Students are always far ahead when it comes to technology. We as educators, because they are digital natives, we are digital immigrants, but we pretend to be digital natives. Okay. So that's why anyone who born after 1990, they are digital natives. Yeah. Yes, but if they are using AI for doing assignments, that's where ethically every institution should come up with guidelines, how they can use and for what purpose they are allowed to use. If they are doing assignments and they are not referring or they are not citing it, then there is a question mark. Yeah. I will ask chatbot to give vague answers and ask the questions to reflect. Yeah, that's very good. Very good scenario. Like you allow students to use these applications and change your questions. Don't ask them to recall or write ask them to critically analyze and share which tool you use. So, and same goes like what Dr. Sina Ibrahimi mentioned here. Yeah. So let chatbot or these AI applications assist us in telling us whether we are in the right path or not, covering the scope of a topic or not. Yeah, generating the images and graphs. Wow, that's great. Dr. Mariam, yeah, developing scenarios. Yeah, very good. You could ask these apps to generate scenarios for you. Literature review, yes, illicit.org is one of the very powerful tool which can do systematic literature review very fast. Like I remember during my PhD time, like I have to read a lot of papers and summarize and put sticky notes on the wall, on the board, and then try to cover what are the keywords. But now, less than 5 minutes, these softwares can do. Okay, literature reviews synthesis for research project. Yes, very good. Finding related papers. Yes, very powerful now. Now, all these online tools, they allows you, okay. Okay, thanks for interacting in these polls. Yeah, how can use AI for gaming of learning? Which tool do you prefer? Yeah, so when it comes to gaming, you could come up with creating a scenario. So just now someone said, so, and then if you want to code, you want to use code, then you can ask these algorithm to generate code in R or Python. That's they are very strong in, and they can do that. Or you could, we use even learning management systems and generate games, like by coming up with point systems, gamifying, like and if you are using simulation environment, there you could put timer and let them do. So generating those images, those scenarios, you could use AI. So not one tool can do everything in gaming, gamifying the learning. You need multiple tools, because every tool have their own domains, like writing script, role play, or you want to create avatars, you need different tools. The characters in the games, if you want to use simulated games, scenarios, right? And many more tools which can assist us, like in doing that. Creating outlines for lectures, yes. Creating revising questions, yeah. These are few applications, Chat Doc and Chat PDF, that allows you to upload documents or in PDF form or in doc form, and that would accept as your input. And you could just upload and you just type in enhance, elaborate, or convert this text into a PBL scenario or in a scenario. They will re-transform your text into your own case or case-based learning. You could use that, right? Oh, sorry. There are a few more. Just want to quickly scan through. Yeah, Markdown language to create mind map. So this is another application you could do, data analysis, lifelong learning, different ways to interpret. Yes. You could always give the text and ask these applications to elaborate, because English is not our native language. Maybe some of you may have English as native language. So sometimes the way we read and we perceive is different than what exactly it means. So using these large language models could assist us to improve in understanding of English language or even different languages, because nowadays they are allowing us to translate. But always make sure, don't rely completely on these tools. Some experts have to check and verify. Okay. Yeah, writing research articles. This micro is an application which can allow you to make mind map. Lesson plans, yeah, very powerful tool. I will be sharing with you, which can even generate PowerPoint or even assessments. For translation and rewriting, for making summaries, very powerful. I have tried many times. Give 20 pages of document and ask them to summarize in 3 lines, or just share the keywords out of this text. They can do very powerful and very fast. Okay, thanks for sharing all that. Using AI for diagnostic reasoning, that's another area where AI is coming up very strong, you know. It can even do the image processing, and radiologists, some part of radiologists will not replace completely, okay? Right, thanks. Let's move on. Yeah, AI applications, key element. These are nowadays, like everything, they are catching up. They will be labeling, you know. I was discussing with my wife, we have a rice cooker and it's written AI enabled. So I asked her, what is AI in this rice cooker, you know? So very hard. My wife is an engineer also, and mechatronics, and very difficult. And she could not convince me that what is AI in it. Actually, when we read the catalog, it says it uses fuzzy logic to cook. But I was discussing like it would be AI if I enter in the house and looking at me, the rice cooker knows what kind of food I would like to have now, and it can cook that food. That would be AI, right? So nowadays, a lot of products they label AI, but actually they are not AI. They are just because of speed, fetching the data very fast is not AI. So when we are talking about AI applications, the key element is generalizing learning. So in the lab, if you recall previous slides when I was telling you about supervised learning of algorithm, where we adjust our algorithm until we reach to desired outcome. So if we achieve that and you use that algorithm, show input which you never shown or never inputted that input before to that algorithm, it should give the result. So this is what generalized learning means. And reasoning ability, the algorithm should have that. And it should solve problem. Okay, so these are the three major key elements. If you're talking about any AI applications, they should have. Okay, now here just want to share with you these categories. A lot of people, they use this weak or narrow AI. This is all of our applications are. And we are just in between this narrow AI and strong AI. Yet to reach to this strong AI, once we can replace a human, that would be super AI. Okay. In movies, in fictions, yes, they are showing super AI level. But to tell you the truth, to reaching to this level, which is just beginning of strong AI, we spent 70 years, 1950, I think, the first time this artificial intelligence term coined in. So it will take a long time, okay? So don't be worried. Yes, we should be worried. People who are using AI will replace us faster rather than this tool or technology. So that's why it's very critical or important to learn about this. Yeah. Okay. So let's move on. This is another, before sharing different applications, I would like to share with you a survey conducted this year, few months ago, about global student. And they asked questions about generative AI, about artificial intelligence. So more than 40% of students who participated in the global survey, they have used generative AI in their studies. Okay. And like Kenya was most popular. Then there are 15 other countries, and nearly 2/3 or 65% of 11,000 students who participated in the survey indicated they would like their curriculum to include training in AI tools. And this is what we were discussing just now in the chat. And thanks to all participants who actually contributed. And I shared with you, like in our institution, we started even at foundation level, an AI module where we explain to them what is the general terms for teaching and learning, what they can use. And we have our own guidelines we have prepared. So we ask them to follow these guidelines. So I would recommend each and every institution, they should have guidelines, ethical use of AI enabled applications. Okay. AI tools that could be relevant to their future careers. So we can't run away from these tools or technologies. So it's good to have early introduction to our students. One of the most important finding of this survey was like these widespread use of generative AI tools in the among the students. Okay. And it may varies from, the number of students using generative AI. Generative AI used for study purpose is most popular in Kenya, 63%. Saudi Arabia is 62%, Spain 62% also. At the opposite end of spectrum, only around 1/5 of US and UK students said they had used it to study according to the report. Okay, so this is where the importance of generative AI usage is coming in, right? And here globally, the top reason given by students, learner can learn fast. So 53% of respondents say if they use generative AI applications, they can learn fast. So this is where we need to pay attention. So if facilitators start using generative AI-able tools, they can actually make the teaching and learning, more easy. Ability to personalize learning, amazing. So I was sharing with you latest trend, and this survey actually validates that. Reducing the cost of extra tutoring, okay? So about 28% they said. So our chatbots could cover up, give extra number of hours to our students, because being a human, sometimes you are tired, you may not be performing up to how best performance. So but these algorithms will always be working to the optimum, uh, and not always feeling comfortable asking professors for help. So 23% feel like not easy or not comfortable to ask professors, but AI is available, anytime you can ask, questions and all that. And the more questions students ask, the more, if it's machine learning algorithm behind, it will learn. So first cohort, maybe the quality of second cohort answer will be even improved. Okay, so 13% of students who use generative AI for their studies said they did so because it was assigned by their professors. So some of the institutions, they asked their students to use these tools. And one of the example I gave you, like ask them to use these tools rather than asking what is PBL. I'm just giving an example. Rather than asking that, you compare the definition of PBL using these different AI-enabled tools and pick what is the best definition among the definition given by these applications. So you're going higher order thinking skills, rather than just recall or copy paste, So this survey is done by Yonder Consultancy. And you could actually search and get a lot of, there are several more findings there. Due to constraint of time, I just share some important findings with all of you. Okay, so let's move on and share the best part, which you are all asking and waiting for, right? Tools and platforms for teaching and learning. Most of these tools are free, and I will always use the free features or free version first unless I'm satisfied, then only I will actually switch to paid version. And I, again, disclaimer, repeating, I am not getting any commission from these platforms. It's just I'm looking after this AI topic. 20 years ago, in my master's, I studied about neural networks, artificial intelligence, expert systems, natural language processing. And I could not believe my first few weeks, like application, although my background is computer science, and I could not believe that this can be happen, but when we have completed our first assignment, the result was amazing, and I start believing on these applications, and it could learn on their own, So now after 20 years, these algorithms are in public domain. A lot of people have access to these algorithms and applications, so which is great. But use wisely, use legally. Okay, so let's move on. This is the first tool. If you scan this QR code, I will get some benefit because there is a referral link. So same thing you can do. You scan this QR code, register yourself with this Gamma. And the beauty of this tool is you just need to provide a link. if you have a video or you have a PDF, or just type in, I want a lesson on anything. And let me demonstrate now, okay? Just give me a minute. I'm logging in. Okay. So perfect. Yeah. So what I can do, please give me your prompt. Can I confirm you're seeing now my Gamma application as a website? Yes? Sadanis. I don't know what does that mean. Oh, yes, yes. Okay. Is it my voice hearable? Okay, good, good, good. Just give me your prompt. Which lecture material you want me to prepare asking this Gamma application? And just type in the chat and I will copy for you. So I'm waiting for the first prompt, first topic. I will demonstrate in front of you. Just give me any topic, any context in the chat of Zoom, and I will copy paste. And let's see. Learn me prompt engineering. Okay. Yes. So I will change from learn to. So you click this, paste in text. Okay, they're coming up. New things. Okay, import from file. This is what I was telling you. You could do that. So I will pick the first one. So here I put, so instead of learn, I would say create a lesson for prompt engineering. May I know the level? I want to teach AI in medical education. Okay. Prompt engineering. So let's sorry, the spelling. Just wait. Even you spell wrong, it will correct. Create a lesson for, I merge these two, AI in medical education and prompt engineering. Okay. So let's do. It's a presentation or you want website. Even no need. Last time you pay a few thousand to prepare a website. Now applications will prepare a website for you. So click presentation, click continue. It will show you the outcomes and you could modify that. You see here, medium, education, all that, right for, it's done that. And you could actually see a free form. And you can add in cards if you want, okay? And then generate. Now it's generating the slides. See, even the graphics, amazing. Every time I come into this site, it surprised me because these graphics are very high quality graphics. Now it's generating. Just give me a few minutes, okay? Design some slides about, okay, I will try. Just give me a second. Let us finish this. And they are adding a lot of graphics. Oh, this is amazing. So every new version, they have added in more intelligence into. So let it generate. Even Future Outlook, they are highlighting, and look at the image and graphics they use. Collaborative opportunities. So you're talking about medical education, give plan and resources to learn AI. Use in medical education. Yeah, okay. So just wait for a while and it's done. And this is how, and I will be sharing with you. Cool thing is you can present or you can share. So I will copy this link and I will put in the chat, and please let me know if everybody can see that link in the chat, and then I can start presenting here. So this is how in less than 5 minutes, lesson is already tiyar is in Urdu. Lesson is ready. Artificial intelligence in medical education and prompt engineering. And if you go down, okay. So this is what impact of AI. So diagnostic advancement, simulation training, enhanced learning. Okay. See, role of AI in prompt engineering. So this is where they explain. So link is already shared. Now, I think all of you get access to this application. Use the link I shared. I will get benefit. I will get every person who log in and create account, I will get 300 points. So that's how I grow. So you can use still, I'm using this free version for more than a year now. So you can create your own referral link and share with your network. Okay. Let's see. So let me pick one more, design some slides about, and I can exit, and I could see a lot of people are online, okay, accessing this course, and I can even view the analysis part here, okay. So you see so far 7 people have access. So these are some of the good features, okay. And we have a card. Card is normally kind of assessment which you could, based on your content, it will ask you questions, you know. Okay, so let's go back my home and I pick one more prompt. Let's try one line prompt in a few seconds. Let's try this one. It seems popular. Okay, presentation. Okay, yeah. So I designed some slides. Can you, okay, make some slides, let's make 10 slides, okay? Surgery and send. So I got 7,000. So you see, it gives you, this is the outcome. Anything you want, you can change, okay? You want type of this surgery, preparation, you can change here and it will adjust. And once you create this prompt, 40 coins will be minus from your credit. So every time you ask is less. And you see here, I sometimes say, surprise me. And I will say, okay, continue. And it's generating the slides. See, is this image relates to the topic? May I know? Oh, yes. Okay, so interesting. Yeah. Okay, so I think now no need to waste your time in generating or creating content. You should just use this and focus on facilitating. Focus on addressing your learners' challenges, you know. Content is there. Okay, yeah. So let it complete and I will share this link also in the chat and you could access. Another thing, I can even allow you to be a co-facilitator, a co-author, and you could, you know, you see here, I can allow, like give full access, and I can create workspace and I can ask them to invite others. So you can even collaborate. Okay, let's copy this link and copy and share in the chat. Okay, so let's move on because I have a few more tools to share. Please, once let me share again. This is the QR code. Just scan and register. Once you register, I will get some coins, and this is how I use coins. Okay, let's move on. Another for soft skills. Sorry, let me go back. Is it viewable, the link on top? Okay, yes. So we have this Genie. Genie is WhatsApp kind of application. Once you scan this and you will have a Genie in your WhatsApp. What will be the future of teaching and lecture when whole knowledge is delivered online? You see the empathy. You can't be sure. These applications still learning about empathetic behavior, about humanizing, you know. So we as a lecturer will still be needed. Okay, just to answer Dr. Akhtar's questions. Okay, can we download the created? Yes, we can download in a PDF and even PowerPoint also. Dr. Zara. Yeah, I can show you, but it's very simple. Just under that share, you can download also. I have downloaded even in the PowerPoint, and I reuse the PowerPoint. And another cool feature, the images in the PowerPoint is not copyrighted, okay, because it's AI generated. So I can reuse those images. Okay. Do we still need degrees? Very good question. I will come back to you on this question. If I forget, you remind me about degrees. Okay. Right. So I was talking about Genie. Genie is very for example, how to manage a difficult boss, how to handle a difficult student. You ask, it's a chat. And then you can ask about certain number of queries is free. After that, it will ask you to subscribe. But amazing, the results are amazing. Like all the mental health, well-being kind or related questions you could ask Genie. Genie is very powerful in that. So maybe the data set trained using this algorithm is based on that, like personal questions. So this will be acting as a coach, okay, or mentor for you. So you could try, right, using this Genie. So let's move on. This is another application, and I really mean it. With one click, you can generate a lesson. And it's called Roshi, ROSHI.ai. This behind is a video, which I have created, my own video. This is how I look about 10 years ago, okay? All white hair, all black hair, now is white hair, okay? So you can scan this QR code, put your video link or your PDF and click. It will generate lesson for you. Amazing result. I have tried, okay? And even I taught one term for just less than 3 seconds. It actually picks that term and put in a vocabulary at the end of your lesson. Okay, so let's try. If you cannot have access to this, let me know. I can demonstrate. Hopefully you can have access to this. And very powerful, it generates lesson with one click. And even you can put in how many types of assessments you want. It could actually generate that number of assessments also. MCQ or fill in the blanks, true, false, all different types of settings you can do, and it can generate. Okay, all clear? Shall I move to next tool? Just waiting for your confirmation. Yes, okay, good. So this is what the URL, roshi.ai. Okay. Now, imagine.art is the software or application, which the second slide I showed you 3 doctors. I use this. Now, I was telling you, someone asked, give me the tool for gamifying learning, not one tool. So what I would suggest, you use other generative AI applications to generate prompts, because you need prompt for generating image. You need proper, accurate, powerful text to generate image. So I was giving you an example. Like I give prompt like, create a doctor with some technology enhanced, learning. Excuse me. Yeah. So sometimes I could not write proper prompts. So I use other generative AI applications for prompt purpose. And I copy that prompt from those applications and paste it here and then click on generate. Okay. So you can try this, imagine.art. So again, there is a free version limitation. They will allow you to generate 10 images per day. If you're really intensively using it, the best solution, you can actually use multiple emails, okay, and register. Or subscribe to this if you really like it. Create a hybrid caloric operation room. Okay, let's try. Good, good. Let me try. Okay, just give me a minute. Imagine.art. Okay. Let me sign in. Yeah. Sorry, I should sign in before and then I can show you. Just give me a minute. Yeah. But if you want to try, you no need to even sign. Oops, some errors. Okay, let me refresh. Oh, got some error. Okay, what I can do, I can go back. Just give me a minute. Technology can fail anytime, so don't worry, okay? I don't know why it gives error. It already allow me to sign in, but yeah, so what I can do, I paste. So I can paste your, and let's see how it react to your prompt. Sometimes it happens. Yeah, it got some error. I think this application is not properly running today. Anyone else? You can try. If you're getting the same issue, then sometimes it happens. Okay. Maybe we'll come back and we'll try again, see how it goes. Okay. Because I have created and I can show you on the website. Okay, you see here, these images they have created using this application. Okay, so see, about 6 million users, okay, and 70 million images. And all these images, no copyright. I mean, you are author because you have right this amount of signing in and giving access to our basic personal information makes me afraid. Oh, yeah. Okay, so to address this, Dr. Sina Ibrahimi, I would suggest you to use one Gmail ID only for application testing, and don't put anything your personal into that. Okay, so and you could be safe. I totally agree with you. I studied network security and encryption and decryption. Anything on the net is no more safe. Okay, so yeah, so you could try using that one Gmail ID just for application testing and all that. Okay, so let's move on. Sorry for this glitch just now. I will be trying giving you another application which will be working. Yes, let's try this. This is very powerful, ideogram. If you have any idea and you want to convert that into infographics or graphics or anything else, like an article, it will be doing that. Okay, amazing. Let's try this. Okay, ideogram. Ideogram.ai. And let's give the same prompt just now. We gave, yes, poster, the options it gives. Let me bring here. Yeah. So you see here, all of these applications I sign in, I never sign out. So that just now was giving some issues. I mean, okay, for photo, poster, 3D render, typography, schematic, painting, and there are a lot of more. So let's try photo and see. Generate infographic for integrating art in education. Yes. This ideogram could do that also. It can generate. You notice now how many images you got? Still loading, right, on your side. Okay, so which image you prefer? Just put number from left to right. Left 1, 2, 3, 4. Left to right. Number 3. 1, 2, 3. This one, right? So let's click that. So you see here, is this the image? You notice they have modified the faces. There is a purpose because they don't want to resemble with anyone. And now here, they allow you to remix. They allow you to download also. So you can remix with another image. Okay. Let's see poster and see. Generate the same in a poster form and then we remix. So they allow you to enhance and you see they remove humans, and then they allow remix. So this was the parent and now you can actually even adjust the weight, you can modify and generate. Let's see what it will do. It will merge two images and see. And then you see now we can even download. Okay. Let's click this and download. And this is in JPEG. Okay. I can download and reuse anywhere I want. Okay. Wow. Okay. That's good. So you just imagine certain parts remove, certain parts remix, and you could zoom in. It's very high quality. Okay. Yes. I should be sharing this in the chat maybe. Okay. That's what I was telling you about ideogram. You can try. You can work for different types of outputs. Okay. What about the copyrights? Yeah, I repeatedly said no copyrights. It's the person who have written the prompt owns the rights. But IP belongs to the application, okay, intellectual property right. So most of these outputs, people are already selling it, okay? Like it depends on how nicely you can prompt and you can come up with very nice sceneries. One of my professor, he is in food technology. He is very good in, and he's using Genelli. No, not Genelli. There is another Mid-Journey application, and he is amazingly producing, graphics, and later on he can sell. So my own understanding, there's no issue with copyrights because they regenerate the images. And you notice just now in the operation theater, the faces were redesigned or so that it won't be resembling any human. So no issues with copyright so far. Okay. In certain countries, yes, they are very restricted. They say no to this generative AI or AI-enabled. So could we reference these apps? You can reference professionally. Yes, we should refer to. But in scientific publications, sometimes they may not allow you or they may not accept that, okay? Because you can't put co-author as AI or applications, right? Okay, so let's move on. For assessment, just now a lot of people mentioned that they use for assessment, for generating questions. Concur, hopefully I pronounced correctly. That's very powerful tool. I have experimented an amazing result, very, very detailed when it comes to assessment. You can put in your assessment blueprint, feed into and put the topic name. It will generate very nicely all different types of assessment tools. MCQs, matching, fill in the blanks, short answers, all are there. Okay. So it generates online quizzes also in this very, very, it's like $1 million questions, Dr. Sinha, like, thank you for giving you one tool. I will be sharing one toolkit. and it's not built by myself, but I follow that. Hopefully that there's no one tool actually. You need to always update. Just now you notice generative.art or imagine.art is giving some error. So if it's continuously giving error, I will remove that. I will find another tool. Okay. So that's how we have to always update ourselves, right? I will be sharing one toolkit which covers a lot of tools. So hopefully that will be very helpful. Okay. Claude or Claude, that's how we pronounce this, is a replacement of one of the famous tool. Okay. ChatGPT. So you can forget about ChatGPT. You can try that. And I have tried. You see the screenshot, AI generated summary of enable assessment file and drafting a blended learning workshop for medical education. So very powerful. It actually suggests a lot of nice tools, nice topic under under this main prompt. You could try that. And you see, if it's not giving you what you are expecting, try to, it's same like you are meeting somebody first time, or you're meeting with your students and you're saying, please generate this, without telling them what is the context, in which subject, in which week, how much it is weightage. So you need to contextualize these applications, and then only you will get very good results. Okay. So hopefully this will be very powerful application. Yeah. If you forget everything, and to answer just now one of our, Dr. Sinha questions, this is the platform you should use because it covers a lot of tools. Okay. So even just few weeks ago, I tried using one of the feature of this platform. They call magicschool.ai for teachers, lesson planning and many more. So they have come up, I have created this tool. You see, one of the tools from this site to create an assessment. And what I did, the same video I used for ODL in the previous slides, I just paste this URL of my video. Okay. If you don't have access to this video, you can upload a document. Okay. You can share a Google Doc link, and based on that document, whatever in text in that document, it will generate questions for you. So you see, here, based on the, excuse me, based on that video, it generated the questions, and you notice at the bottom, it gives the answer key also. Okay. Excuse me. Yeah. And if you notice, it gives the timing also. Like from this 38 second to 1 minute and 7 seconds, in the video, I was talking about this. So students can go and refer back to that particular segment of video. So I haven't tried Word document. Maybe for sure it will give the page number. So your answer will be on which page number. So very easy for students to refer back. Okay. There are emails. Okay. I'll be sharing my email. Don't know. Or you just Google my name, you will get all my details. Okay. So this is one of the tools which I use, this magicschool.ai. There are a lot of tools under this platform. Okay. So sign up yourself, and that would be, does this toolkit make high taxonomy and see? It's all depend on your prompt. Okay. If your prompt is mentioning all these words, you can test. And if it's still not giving your expected outcome, then you can explore other tool. Okay. Yeah. So let's move on. Look at the time. Wow. We have still time, right? Okay. This is another AI search engine for research. So just now, a lot of people was mentioning about research. So I mentioned consent. Now I'm forgetting that. I mentioned another tool, which is very powerful to do this all, literature review and all that. And this is another platform. You will forget Google and all other search engines, because this is built for research purpose. Okay, I have tried. I put even my name or the term I use in my research. Yes, illicit. Thanks for reminding, Yeah, illicit is very powerful tool for, it's like a research assistant, Okay, this is another search engine. You can try. Okay, this is another very recently this application release. Okay, you could try. It's a chat bot and very powerful, right? Now, but I think most of you have access to Google, right? So recently, Bard, when they launched the first version, it was not that successful. So now they have enhanced it, and I have tried. I'm actually traveling to Sri Lanka. Colombos, I have put there like 3 days itinerary for visiting Colombo. And this was my term, mobile collaborative informal learning. So when I keyed in, it actually fetches all the articles I have published and, the related material. Very powerful. I'm started, waiting or giving more marks to Bard now. Okay, so you can try also. So again, I repeat, it depends on your prompt. Okay, use 2 3 platforms. Sometime the output of one platform you could use in as an input for other platform, and that's how you reduce the error. This is how neural networks actually works. Behind we have layers, and we reduce the errors, and we enhance our output. And there is a genetic algorithm, very funny. When first time I studied, I could not believe also. Like it works on how we as a human grow, we have genetically strong parents will produce genetically strong children. So same way, if you have you have solutions, you could use these solutions, uh, any software for prompt. Prompt, normally you can use any generative AI application and you write and ask them to refine, elaborate, and they will give you clues. So no need to write everything copy paste. You can use part of it. Okay, like just now in the previous, I think this one, you could ask, write a prompt for what, and use that prompt and in this application in Bard. So this is what I'm explaining to enhance. Use multiple applications to enhance your input. Okay. Yes, Gemini is the name they use for Bard, and I think soon all Google applications they will have incorporated this. So if you are using Gmail or Google Doc, you will have these features inside. Okay. Now, how many of you can guess what is this? It's a humanoid robot, okay? And Sophia is one of the robot which got even feelings like, expression, not feelings, sorry, expression, facial expression and all that. So now Howard University, they are trying. They are putting AI-enabled robot to replace one of the professor. So what they do, they are feeding in this robot all recordings of that professor's lectures, instructions, assessments into this robot. And now they will be comparing. So which one will outperform? Professor plus this robot or professor alone? What do you guess? Because this robot alone is nothing without knowledge of professor. So for last 20 years plus, so then what will we do as professors? You will be doing much higher order. You will be training robots to train, there will be some students who still need your help, your assistance. So you focus on that. Okay. Don't worry, your job will be there. Only small part. Yeah. But you will be doing, the impact will be very high. Just imagine if you're able to train this robot will never get tired. When it got battery low, just charge for half an hour and it can start teaching. You see, this session just now, I'm already like having like, a bit losing my voice, and I need to sip some hot drinks. Being a human, we have limitations, but with robots, yeah. So there are certain part where they can't replace human yet. Like I told you, empathy, sympathy, or humanizing. So that part, can the robot make human errors like the original human? What does that mean? Can the robot make human errors? Whatever you feed in, uh, they will make error. They don't have that intelligence up to that level that they start correcting major. If it's a factual errors and they have access to internet, they may correct it. But when it comes to, sometime decision making, like, so they yet to reach to that level. I think having error is our power. Yeah. Don't worry, we will be not replaced totally by these robots or by artificial intelligence. Okay, wherever we have reached, it took us 70 years. Okay, where we have a natural language kind of response and we are excited. But actually behind, we have to do a lot of work, which totally replace humans. Should we have robotic version of ourselves? Yeah. Yes, they are already having this immersive learning HoloLens where it can mimic you 3D and your voice. And that is the other part of AI, which is negative bit. Like sometimes they deep fake videos, so it's not real. But don't worry about that. That's not directly on AI. So we'll stay at home with families. Yes, that's the benefit of spending more time. Okay, so this is another website which I always follow, and I would recommend you also. Like there are thousands of professors joining this community, but if they ask you to pay, don't pay, okay? Because I told you that I go for always free open educational. Should we have robotic? Yeah, I have answered that. Okay, right. So this is another website which have a lot of articles about AI, like how AI would actually enhance teaching and learning. So that would be a very good guide for us to follow. And let me share another toolkit which I promised to you. So a lot of tools are here. So if just now someone asked question one tools, I would say one of this website. Normally they articulate different tools. And second toolkit is this by Dr. Hilmi Norman, one of my friend, and he have spent a lot of time in generating these, like, guides from different World Economic Forum, from UNESCO, then tips for creating effective AI prompts. So just now someone asked about prompt applications. So just follow this second column of this palette wall. So if you scan this QR code, you should be able to access. If you are not able to access, let me know. I can then paste the link. Link is on top there. If all okay, I'm almost ending my session because this is, I think, my last slide. Few of the last slides. Yeah. So just to summarize, we started with introduction, differentiating between artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning, and generative AI. And then I shared some of the applications. Okay. So let's move on to question and answer. Before that, pedagogy is our driver. Technology is accelerator and passion is gas. Okay. Technology is just accelerator. Will accelerate to reach to our destination. Now, e-learning or technology will work for those who know how to make it work. Technology is innocent. So later on, if technology gives some wrong results, we should not blame technology or tool. It's human who feed in. So this statement was given by Prof. Rozhan Idrus. Now, this is my YouTube channel. If you are interested in, you could actually watch the recording of all my workshops on this channel. This is my WordPress and SlideShare. I will upload these slides on SlideShare and my Twitter handler. Okay, let's move on to question and answer session. If you have any questions, feel free to ask.
Thank you very much, Professor Hasnain. I would like to know that whether the participants have any questions regarding your nice presentations.
Okay, there was a question that could you please share the link of Padlet? Let me grab that link and I will share now. Yes, meantime, if you have any question, feel free to ask. Few of early questions I would like to address. Some of you asked about PhD in AI, right? Can you get the link of that? I don't know what is that next. Let me delete that. Yeah, link is there. Yeah, PhD about AI. So I think there are a lot of universities they are offering that. Okay, but if you are interested in medical related background and then AI incorporated in, I don't know from which country you belongs to. If it's in Iran, Tehran University is also doing a PhD offering in e-learning and medical education. So in e-learning, you have
Merci.
actually, yeah. So you have their artificial intelligence component also covered. Okay. Thanks for inspiring presentation. Yes. Okay. I think the sentence you showed about pedagogy and technology will be reformed in current AI era. Yeah. How you want me to reform? I'm okay. I'm open to reform or to change or to enhance. Yeah. Yes, I short sentence is pedagogy is the driver, technology is accelerator, and passion is the gas, right? So AI is going to learn the pedagogy skill. Wow, yes, yes. But sometime you see it's not one model fit for all. So even I'm teaching one cohort, I need to adjust. I need to assess my next cohort and modify my technique. So that's where humans still require, Can you share the link of Tehran University or any professor there? So maybe I can ask Dr. Shirazi or someone from Tehran University to share about the PhD. Yes, yeah. Okay. Dr. Shirazi, you are muted.
Yes, we have e-learning courses in the
PhD.
with a PhD degree, but not directly AI
How about
PhD.
other universities like someone
Uh,
mentioned there?
as far
Hmm.
as I know,
Okay.
we haven't it in Iran.
Hmm. Yeah. Okay. No worries. It's my pleasure to share knowledge and learn from others. Dr. Naveed Akhtar, I could not decode your emoji. Can you elaborate further?
For not having PhD in AI in medical education.
Oh, okay. I
Yes.
think you have. I know some, but sometimes
Yeah.
I can't name, openly in public. So
Yeah.
no link for PhD in AI. Yeah. You just search, there are. Okay. Or contact me personally, I will explain to you. Okay. So many thanks for your informative advice. Yeah, no worries. It's my pleasure again. Like anytime you are interested in, just invite me. Thanks to Tehran University for organizing, once again. And it's great. It's I was not in a full-fledged because I was not feeling well yesterday, and yesterday was on holiday, and then this is almost night here. It's like 7:15 p.m. So after office,
Oh,
I actually do this presentation, which is okay. I enjoyed also, like participants were very active and engaging. So that's great. That makes facilitator to go. Okay. Sure. That's great. I
so
will accept. Yeah.
thank you
Over to
very
you.
much, Professor Hasnain. We really enjoy from your presentation, and also I myself learn a lot in this session, and I hope we have you in our future webinar with more than information in this regards. If you have anything that you want to add.
Sure. It's just technology will come and go. Tools are every week there is a new tool. Okay, so don't worry about that. Focus on the learning. How we learn. So as I shared with you the basic features of tools, I can conduct one day workshop on every tool. Just now I shared, but I will not do that. I will just show you. You go yourself and learn and explore. So that's how I will. Don't be afraid of technology. Don't put technology to opposite side or enemy to us. Work with technology. We can produce much better results. And I showed you example of Harvard University where the 10, 20 years of experience of professor fed into a robot, and they can, I guarantee that the robot plus knowledge of professor will outperform, because sometimes being a human, you are, in angry mood, you are not in a, like just now, I was not into full. So, but if a robot is there, every time it will be there. So let technology be on our side, leverage on technology, take assistance from technology and grow. That would be my last message. And thanks again for Tehran University and all the organizers, behind the scene. I know there are a lot of people who work, creating flyers and all that. And thanks to all of them.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you,
Bye.
Dr.
Bye.
Hassan. Bye.